How long does it take to hunt a man? Answer: as long as he knows how to hide. Morrison's been in this business for 20 years. Professional, careful, like a ghost. But I had the same training. I know the same tactics, because he created me. And now I'm hunting him. Photo of Esther and Sarah in my pocket. Every time I look at it, same question. Are they really alive? Or is this another game? But it doesn't matter anymore, because to learn the truth, I have to find him. FBI headquarters, Los Angeles. Special Operations Unit. They set up a small office for me. Walls are glass. I'm being watched. Every moment, every move. Sarah Chen comes in, files in hand. Good morning, Alejandro. Morning. Morrison's last known location, Mexico City. 3 days ago, stayed at a hotel. Fake ID, but cameras caught him. I look at the photo. Morrison, he has a beard. Hair's short, but I recognize him. Him. Where is he now? We don't know. Lost his trail. You lost it. Is the FBI that incompetent? He's a professional. Don't you think losing him temporarily is pretty standard? She asks. Where are Esther and Sarah? I ask. I can't tell you. Classified, but they're really alive, right? Chen hesitates. A very long hesitation. Alejandro, I just follow orders. What I was told was to give you that photo. I don't know where they are. If it were you, what would you do? Would you trust the information you're given? Or would you do your own research? That night, I stay alone in the office. Everyone's gone. Just security guards left. I access the FBI database. Without permission, but necessary. Witness Protection Program files. Encrypted. But I had CIA training. I know how to crack codes. 10 minutes later, I'm in. Search. Esther Wyatt. Sarah Wyatt. Result. No file found. No file. So that photo's fake. I search again. Different parameters. Just Wyatt family. Last 2 years. Result. No file found. No. Did Chen lie? Did the FBI deceive me? But why? Why would they do something like that? Because I needed motivation to find Morrison. And family. Family's the strongest motivation. I lean my head against the wall. I want to cry, but no tears come, because there's nothing left anymore. If you're wondering whether this is real, I question it every day. Everything. Next morning, I corner Chen in the hallway. Was that photo fake? What? Esther and Sarah? That photo? Was it fake? Chen looks around. This isn't the right place. Answer me. Silence. Then she bows her head. Yes, fake. Photoshop. We created it from photos from 2 years ago. They really died. Alejandro, I'm sorry. My world spins. Can't breathe. Why? Why did you do something like this? Because you needed to find Morrison, and you needed motivation. Director Kane ordered it. I just followed instructions. My hands ball into fists. I grab Chen's collar, push her against the wall. You used me. The whole system used me. Security guards running, pulling me, separating us. Chen's breathing, scared. Alejandro, I'm sorry, but there was no other way. They take me to the office, close the door, and me. I'm sitting there, head in hands, silently. Esther's dead. Sarah's dead. 14 months ago, and there's no miracle. No hope. Just lies. Just manipulation. Just the system. And right then, something breaks inside me. The last piece. Goodness. Humanity. Everything. There's nothing left anymore. Just rage. Pure, cold, burning rage. Kane comes in. Director opens the door. Alejandro, we heard what happened. I look at him, fire in my eyes. You lied to me. Yes, because it was necessary for you to find Morrison. And now, what happens now? Why should I find him? Because he's still dangerous. Because he has information. And because Kane sits down. Because you still have a deal. 3 months. If you don't find Morrison, you go to prison. 23 murders. Life. I laugh. A bitter laugh. So I'm still a slave. Your slave. Just like when I was Morrison's slave. No, you're free. The choice is yours. But choices have consequences. I stand up, thinking 2 options. Find Morrison. Kill him. Stay free. But the system wins again. Refuse. Go to prison. System wins again. In both choices, I lose. But maybe there's a third option. Okay, I say, I'll find Morrison. But on my terms. Agreed. Just deliver results. Kane leaves. Door closes. And me. I'm making a plan. A different plan. Because I'm not working for the FBI anymore. I'm just working for my own revenge. But the truly shocking thing, my revenge isn't on Morrison. My revenge is on the whole system. That night, I call Miguel. Secret number. Hello, Miguel. It's me, Alejandro. What happened? FBI used me. The photo of Esther and Sarah was fake. They really died. Silence. God, I'm sorry. Me too. But it's over now. Now I'm going to find Morrison. And this time not just him. I'm going to hit the whole system. How? Project Phoenix isn't just Morrison's project. There are others. High-level CIA officials. Politicians. They're all in this filth. And I'm going to expose them all. But how? Do you have evidence? I have Pablo's notebook, but it's not enough. I need more. Morrison's personal files. Where are they? Miguel thinks. Morrison has a house in Colombia. Secret, in Cali. That's his archive. Everything's there. Address. Miguel tells me. I memorize it. Thanks, Alejandro. Be careful. He guards that house. Traps. Security. I know, but I have no other choice. I hang up. Plans ready. I'll go to Colombia, to Morrison's house, get the evidence, and then I'll expose everything to the world. FBI, CIA, the whole system, all of it will collapse. Those who live such moments never forget. The moment you decide to fight the system alone. Next morning, I lie to Chen. Morrison has a contact in Mexico City. I'm going there. Okay, but will you request backup? No, I'm better alone. Alejandro, it's dangerous. Maybe Chen. I've done this job for 20 years. I know how to do it. She agrees. Reluctantly, I board a plane, but not to Mexico City, to Bogota, Colombia, my country, my soil, after 20 years. Sitting on the plane, looking at clouds. Sarah loved clouds. Dad, that one looks like a dog, she'd say. Esther would hold my hand. Everything will be okay, she'd say. But nothing was okay. Never was. And now I'm alone, doing my final mission. But this mission is mine alone. I'll find Morrison, to bring down the system. And then I'll go too, because I have no reason to live anymore. Just one last mission, one last revenge, one last justice. Things were just starting to look up. Nothing will ever get better, but at least the truth will come out. When I landed in Bogota, someone was waiting for me at the airport, and when I saw him, everything was going to change. At the airport, at the exit gate, Ricardo's standing. 20 years have passed, hair's completely white, face wrinkled, but eyes the same. Sharp, alert. Alejandro, you finally came back. I approach. Ricardo, how did you know? Miguel called. Said you're coming. You need help. And I still owe you for saving those kids. Which kids? Then I remember. Years ago, during a cartel operation, I saved 2 children, Ricardo's nephews. Thank you, but this is very dangerous. Morrison, I know Morrison, and I know his men are here, right now, at the airport, waiting for you. I look around, carefully, and I see them, 2 men, in suits, wearing earpieces. Radio, CIA. How many? 4. To here. 2 outside. They won't kill you. Just follow you. Take you to Morrison. Is Morrison here? No. But nearby. In Cali. He knows you're coming. Set a trap. If it were you, what would you do? Would you walk into the trap, or would you run? How do we escape? I ask. Ricardo smiles. I have my ways. Come. I follow him to the back of the airport. Staff exit. Ricardo signals a guard. Familiar face. Hola, Ricardo, the guard says. Opens the door. We exit. Parking lot. An old pickup waiting. Ricardo's get in. I get in. We drive. Fast. Away from the airport. I look back. No one following. Clean. They're still inside waiting for you to come out, Ricardo says. Laughs. I don't know how to thank you. Don't you helped me for years. Now it's my turn. We drive through Bogota streets. Everything's familiar, but different. 20 years changed the city. Where's Morrison's house? Ricardo asks. Cali. Suburbs. Secret location. Cali's 4 hours from here. But we must be careful. Roads might be monitored. I know. We drive. Silently. I look out the window. Colombia. My homeland. This is where I started. Became a soldier. Worked for CIA. Lost my family. And now I'm back. To end everything. If you're wondering whether this is real, sometimes the end must be where you began. 2 hours later. Checkpoint. Police. Or cartel. Doesn't matter. Both dangerous. Ricardo slows down. Stay calm. I'll talk. 2 men approaching. Uniformed. But their eyes. Cartel documentos, one says. Documents. Ricardo hands them over. Fake. But good fakes. The man examines them. Then looks at me. Ill. And him. Me. Primo. He's tourista. My cousin. He's a tourist. The man looks suspicious. Does he recognize me? Are there photos of me in the news? My hand goes to my gun. Slowly, without them seeing. The man turns, talks to his partner in Spanish. Fast. I don't understand. Then, he turns to us. Poan, go ahead. Ricardo hits the gas. Slowly, we pass. A kilometer later, I breathe. That was close, I say. Yeah, but you're lucky. They didn't recognize you, but they will. Sooner or later. Because Morrison will tell them. My photo will be everywhere. I'm racing against time. Cali evening. We enter the city. Sun setting. Streets crowded. Ricardo takes me to a hotel. Cheap. No questions asked. Stay here. I'll wait outside. No. You go home. To your family. This is my war. Alejandro, Ricardo. You've helped enough. Now I have to continue alone. If I get caught, they'll catch you too. I don't want that. Ricardo hesitates, then nods. Okay, but be careful. Morrison's dangerous. You know that. Ricardo leaves. I go up to the room. Small room, single bed, dirty window. I open my bag. Take out weapons. Glock. Extra magazines. Knife. Equipment. I check everything. Preparation. Tomorrow night, I'm going to Morrison's house. And there, I'll either find the evidence or death. And right then, phone rings. My old phone. Secure line. Chen. I answer. Hello, Alejandro. Where are you? You're not in Mexico City. We lost your GPS signal. I'm following Morrison's trail. He went somewhere different. Where? I can't say. But I'm close. Very close. Alejandro, if you act on your own, the deal's off. You go to prison. Chen, I'm already in prison. Always have been. But now I'm free for the last time. I hang up. Remove the battery from the phone. Can't be tracked. I go to Morrison's house, walking in the shadows, so nobody sees me. House is outside the city. Suburbs, wooded area, isolated, 2 stories, white walls, iron bars, cameras, security. 2 guards outside, armed, patrolling. I don't know how many are inside. But Morrison's not there. I'm sure, because it's too obvious. He hides better. But the evidence is there. Miguel said so. I surveil for 2 days, learning every detail. Shift changes, blind spots, security gaps. Third night, I move. Midnight, moon's dark. Perfect. I climb the wall, backside, no camera, jump into the yard. 2 dogs, Rottweilers, coming at me, barking. Drugged meat. I prepared it. I throw it. They eat. 5 seconds. They drop. I get to the back door. Lock. Electronic. But old model. I can hack it. I take out my device. Connect it. Code cracking begins. While waiting, I look around. Silence. Guards didn't notice. 3 minutes. Lock opens. I go inside. Hallway dark. Flashlight. Red. I move forward. Step by step. Silently. Living room. Empty. Kitchen. Empty. I go up the stairs. Second floor. 3 rooms. First room. Bedroom. Empty. Second room. Bathroom. Empty. Third room. Door locked. Heavy door. Steel. This is the archive. I try to break the lock, but it's too solid. C4. Small amount. Silent explosion. Opens the door. I place it. Move away. Detonate. Boom. Silent but effective. Door opens. I go inside. And I see computers, file cabinets, documents, everywhere. Morrison's entire life is here. I take out my bag. USB drives. Camera. I start copying everything. Every file. Every document. Every photo. 10 minutes. 20 minutes. 30 minutes. And then, I hear a sound. From downstairs. Footsteps arriba. Alguien está arriba. Upstairs. Someone's upstairs. Guards. They noticed. But the truly shocking thing, I still haven't finished. It's only half done. They're running to the door, coming up the stairs. I'm still copying. Fast. Very fast. Manos arriba, hands up. 2 guards at the door, guns drawn. I look at them, then at the computer. 87%. Almost done. 1 minute, I say in Spanish. Just 1 minute. Ahara. Now, they fire. Past the computer. Warning shot. 92%. 95%. 98%. 1 guard approaches, tries to grab me. I turn. Quick move. My elbow to his nose. He drops. Second guard fires. Real this time. Bullet hits my shoulder. Pain. But I hold on. 100%. Complete. I pull out the USB. Pocket it. I draw my gun. Fire. At the second guard's leg. He drops. I run. Through the door. Down the stairs. 2 more guards outside, waiting. They fire. I dodge. Side door, kitchen, back door, yard. I jump the wall, but my shoulder hurts, bleeding. I get to the street. I run, disappear into the darkness. Voices behind me, shouting, but they're not following, because they don't know who I am. 3 blocks later, I stop, catch my breath. Check the shoulder, just a graze. I'm lucky. USB in my pocket. Safe. Morrison's entire secret's in my hand. Those who live such moments never forget. The moment you risk your life and complete the mission. I return to the hotel. Bandage the wound. I have a first aid kit. Pain. But I'm used to it. I've experienced worse. I plug the USB into the computer. Open the files. Thousands of pages. Documents. Emails. Photos. Recordings. Morrison's not just connected to cartels. Politicians too. Senators. Even a judge. Project Phoenix isn't just cartel control. It's an entire corruption network. This is unbelievable, I whisper. But one file catches my attention. Name. Wyatt Family Neutralization Plan. I open it. My heart races. Inside photos of Esther and Sarah. Our address. Our routines. And a plan. Detailed plan. Target. Activate Alejandro Wyatt. Method. Family elimination. Executor. Miguel Reyes. Approval. J. Morrison. I read. Again and again. Words blur. Tears in my eyes. Morrison knew. He planned it. Everything. Esther's death. Sarah's death. My pain. All of it. All of it his game. Rage rises. Pure, burning rage. Morrison, I whisper. I'll find you. And I'll kill you. Slowly. Things were just starting to look up. Nothing will get better now. Just blood will be spilled. But that night, there was a knock on my door. And when I opened it, Morrison was there, with his gun, smiling. Hello, Alejandro. I've been waiting for you. Morrison's there, at the door. Gun pointed at me, but he's not firing. Just smiling. Alejandro, you did it. You got the files. Impressive. My hand goes to my own gun, but Morrison's faster. Don't. I'll fire, and you'll die. Not yet. Why did you come? I ask. Voice calm, very calm, but inside, there's a storm, because we need to talk. One last time. There's nothing to talk about, but there is. A lot. Morrison enters, closes the door, but gun still pointed at me. Sits down, in the chair, relaxed. Sit. I'll stand. Fine. Then listen. I'm going to tell you something. The truth. Your truth killed my family. I don't need any other truth. Morrison takes a deep breath. Alejandro, Esther, and Sarah. That wasn't my decision. What? I didn't have them killed. Yes, I knew about the plan. Yes, I didn't prevent it. But the order didn't come from me. If it were you, what would you do? When your enemy tells you something like this, would you believe them? You're lying, I say. No, you saw it in the files. Approval. J. Morrison, it says, but look carefully. No signature. Because that document's fake. Someone else prepared it. To frame me. Oh, Director Kane. FBI. He's the real leader of Project Phoenix. I'm just a face. A front. He's in the back, holding control. My brain's exploding. Kane. FBI Director. Why? Why would Kane do something like that? Because Project Phoenix isn't just cartel control. Money laundering, gun smuggling, drug trafficking, billions of dollars. And Kane. Kane's taking a cut from all of it. CIA, FBI, D, all of them. The whole system's dirty. And you. I'm dirty too. I admit it. But I'm just one piece. Kane controls the entire network. And having your family killed, that was to use you against me, because I knew too much. And if you kill me, all the secrets get buried with me. I look at him, in his eyes, exhaustion, fear, regret. You're saying you're a victim too. Yes, just like you. I'm also a tool of the system. And now I'm no longer needed. Kane wants to clean me up, using you. If you're wondering whether this is real, I'm wondering too. Is Morrison lying? Or is this another game? Prove it, I say. If it's true, prove it. Morrison pulls out a USB from his pocket, throws it to me. This is my archive, my real archive. All my communications with Kane, all the orders, everything. I catch the USB. Why are you giving this to me? Because I know I'm done. But Kane shouldn't escape. He's the real monster. And you're our only chance. Yes, you, me, Miguel, all the victims. We're all Kane's pawns. But now we can change the game. I stay silent, thinking, calculating. Could Morrison be telling the truth? Could Kane be the real enemy? But then I remember Esther's eyes, all my communications with Kane, all the orders, everything. I catch the USB. Why are you giving this to me? Because I know I'm done. But Kane shouldn't escape. He's the real monster. And you're our only chance. Yes, you, me, Miguel, all the victims. We're all Kane's pawns. But now we can change the game. I stay silent, thinking, calculating. Could Morrison be telling the truth? Could Kane be the real enemy? But then I remember Esther's eyes. And right then, I have to decide. Kill Morrison and fight alone. Or ally with Morrison and take down Kane together. I think 10 seconds, 20 seconds, then I lower the gun. Okay, but I have conditions. You're coming with me, every step, and if you betray me, I'll kill you immediately. Morrison stands up. Agreed, but I have a condition too. We won't kill Kane. We'll capture him, put him on trial, publicly, because only then will the system truly collapse. Deal. Where's Kane? I ask. Washington, D.C., FBI headquarters. But you can't go there. Security's too tight. Then we draw him out. How? Simple. We show him the files, both of ours, and we make him an offer. Either surrender or we publish everything. Morrison laughs. That's crazy. I know, but there's no other way. 2 days later, we arrive by plane. Morrison and me, both of us, with fake IDs. Nobody stops us at the airport. Morrison's ID is good. So is mine. We get a hotel, downtown. 2 rooms, separate, because I still don't completely trust him. That night, we make the plan, in Morrison's room. Kane's at FBI headquarters every day, Morrison says, but he leaves at 7 in the evening. Goes home. Georgetown, luxury neighborhood. Security, I ask. 2 guards, but professional. Secret Service level. We can get past them, but we can't grab Kane and run. Too risky. Then we corner him at his house. Talk there. Morrison hesitates. Dangerous, but possible. We prepare everything. Guns, cameras, recording devices. Because Kane's every word must be recorded. But the truly shocking thing, I'm working with Morrison, with the man who killed my family. And this is very painful. Next night, Kane's house. Georgetown, tree-lined street. Big houses, world of the wealthy. Kane's house, 3 stories, with yard, cameras, security. Morrison and I, in the back, in the dark, waiting. 7 o'clock. Kane's car comes, parks. He gets out, with 2 guards, enters his house. Now, I whisper. We approach, quietly, to the back door. Morrison knows the code, because he used to come here, for meetings. We open the door, go inside. Guards in the living room, watching TV. Morrison and I, from behind, suppressed guns. 2 shots, tranquilizer darts. They drop. Kane's upstairs, in his office, at the computer. We go up the stairs, quietly. We open the door. Kane turns, sees us. Morrison, Wyatt, shocked. How? Hello, Kane, I say, point my gun at him. We need to talk. Those who live such moments never forget. The moment you face the real enemy. Kane stands up, hands in the air. Calm down. Whatever it is, we can talk. Yes, we'll talk. About Esther and Sarah. About Project Phoenix. About everything. I don't know what you're talking about. Morrison steps forward. Cut the crap, Kane. We all know. You're the leader. You're the planner. You're the one giving orders. Kane's face changes. First fear, then anger. You. ... You teamed up against me. You're both finished. How dare you? Because we have nothing left to lose, I say. And we have everything. All the files. All the evidence. Your every crime. Kane backs up. To his desk. But I'm faster. I run. Cut him off. Stop. What's in there? I open the drawer. Inside is a gun. Small. Derringer. I take it. Pocket it. We all know. You're the leader. You're the planner. You're the one giving orders. Kane's face changes. First fear, then anger. You. ... You teamed up against me. You're both finished. How dare you? Because we have nothing left to lose, I say. And we have everything. All the files. All the evidence. Your every crime. Kane backs up to his desk, but I'm faster. I run, cut him off. Stop. What's in there? I open the drawer. Inside is a gun. Small. Derringer. I take it. Pocket it. The system's much bigger. Even if you take me down, there are others. Hundreds. We know, I say. But you're the beginning. You're the first domino. When you fall, the others fall too. Kane stays silent, thinking, calculating. Then, he takes a deep breath. Okay, I surrender. But I have one condition. What? Protect my family, my wife, my children. They're innocent. Don't let them be harmed. I look at Morrison. He nods. Okay, I say. We'll protect your family. Kane stands up, extends his hands. 4 handcuffs. Morrison puts on the cuffs. Thomas Kane, FBI Deputy Director. You're under arrest. Your crimes, bribery, corruption, cartel partnership, conspiracy to commit murder. Kane bows his head. I know. But as we headed to the door, I heard a sound. From behind. From the window. And then, everything slowed down. Because that moment was my last moment. Laser dot from the window. Red. On my chest. Get down. I shout. Push Morrison. Push Kane. But it's late. Too late. Glass shatters. Bullet comes. To my chest. Right side. Lung. I fall. To the floor. Blood. So much blood. Morrison runs over. Alejandro. Kane too. Sniper. Outside. But I can't hear. Just a ringing. In my ears. I look at the ceiling. White ceiling. Again. Just like in the hospital. Just like in my childhood. White ceilings. Always white ceilings. If it were you, what would you do? What would you think while dying? Morrison's. In my face. Alejandro. Hear me. You're going to make it. Ambulance is coming. My mouth's full of blood. Can't speak, but I look with my eyes. USB. In my pocket. 2 of them. Morrison's mine. Morrison understands. Reaches into my pocket. Takes out the USBs. I got them, he says. I promise. These will be published. Kane will face justice. The system will collapse. Your name will be cleared. I nod. Hard, but I nod. Kane's in front of me. Handcuffed. Alejandro. I'm sorry. I don't look at him. Because his apology isn't enough. Nothing's enough. Esther's dead. Sarah's dead. And me. I'm dying too. But at least the truth will come out. My eyes closing. Heavy. Very heavy. Last thing I see. Morrison's face. Crying. First time I've seen him cry. If you're wondering whether this is real, death is very real. And very close. Voices. From far away. Very far. There's a pulse. Weak ambulance here. Hurry. We're losing him. Who are they? I don't know. Does it matter? I don't know. Just darkness. In silence. Peaceful. I see a light. Far away. Bright. And in that light, I see them. Esther. Sarah. They're smiling. Reaching out their hands. Dad. Sarah says. Come with us. I walk. Toward them. But I hear a voice. From behind. Morrison's voice. Alejandro. Don't let go. Hold on. I turn. Behind me is darkness, pain, life. In front of me, light, peace, death. Which should I choose? And right then, I decide. 1 month later, I wake up in the hospital. I wake up, white ceiling, again. But this time it's different. This time I'm alive. Bandages on my chest, tubes, machines, beeping sound. I turn my head. Morrison's there. In the chair. Sleeping Morrison. I whisper. No voice comes out. But he wakes up. Opens his eyes. Sees me. Alejandro. He stands up. You came back. Yes, I came back. Surgery lasted 12 hours. Bullet pierced your lung. But the doctors, they saved you. I nod. Hard. But I nod. Kane. under arrest, FBI custody, all crimes exposed. In the media, everywhere. Scandal. One of the biggest in history. The files. Published everywhere. Washington Post, New York Times, CNN. The whole world learned. Project Phoenix, Kane, partnership with cartels. Everything. I smile. It hurts, but I smile. Good. And you? You've been cleared too. FBI erased your crimes. Per the agreement. You're free now. Free. The word feels foreign, because I've never been free. Never. But the truly shocking thing, maybe I'm free now. For the first time. 2 months pass. I'm at a cemetery, in a wheelchair, still legs weak. But I'm healing. Morrison's pushing me, to the cemetery. Los Angeles. Rosewood Cemetery. 2 graves, side by side. Esther Maria Wyatt, 1985 to 2024, beloved wife and mother. Sarah Elena Wyatt, 2011-2020, for our angel. We stand in front of them, for a long time, silently. I promised them, I whisper. I said I'd protect them. You did your best, Morrison says. It wasn't enough. No, it wasn't. But you avenged them. The system collapsed. Kane went to prison. Project Phoenix ended. Hundreds of people were saved. That's something. I nod. Yes, something. But is it enough? No, it'll never be enough. Because Esther and Sarah won't come back. Never. I have to go, Morrison says. Court. I'm testifying against Kane. Go, Alejandro. I want to ask something. Can you forgive me? I turn to him. Look, for a long time, no. I say, I'll never forgive you. But I understand. You were a victim too, just like me. And together we beat the system. That's enough. Morrison bows his head. Thank you. And I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. He leaves, slowly walking away. I'm left alone, in front of the graves. Those who live such moments never forget. The last moment you say goodbye to your loved ones. I reach out, touch Esther's headstone. Cold, marble. Esther, I whisper. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you. Couldn't protect Sarah. But I fought for you. For both of you. And I won. The system collapsed. Morrison, Kane, all of them are facing justice. Now others won't suffer like you did. Tears flowing for the first time. In a very long time. I'm crying. I love you both so much. Always loved you. Always will. And one day I'll join you. But not now. Now I must live with your memory, with your love. I turn to Sarah's grave. My little princess. You were my everything. And when I lost you, I lost myself. But now I found you. In my heart, in my soul. You'll always be with me. I try to stand up, hard, but I do it. I stand. On both feet, I bow respectfully. To both of them, goodbye. Rest in peace. I'll live for you. I turn, slowly, walk, exit the cemetery. I don't look back, because, if I do, I'll want to go back, want to stay with them, but life goes on, and so must I. Things were just starting to look up. Now they're getting better, really, slowly, but getting better. 6 months later, new life, small apartment, outside Los Angeles, quiet neighborhood. I wake up in the morning, sun on my face, warm. I make coffee. Watch the city from the balcony. I turn on the TV. News. Kane's trial continues. Morrison testified. Project Phoenix scandal shook the CIA. Hundreds of officials went to prison. Morrison can't save himself. Either he's also sentenced to life. His only advantage being that, as a cooperating witness, he's kept in a different prison, and Kane's sentenced to death. 3 cabinet members and numerous bureaucrats fill the prisons, and entire country's foreign policy changes. Protests break out across the nation. Tell them about my day, what I did. what I felt. As if they're still with me. Maybe they are. In my heart, in my soul. I'm at the beach, Santa Monica. Sun setting, orange, red, beautiful. Sarah loved this place. Dad, let's watch the sunset. She'd say Esther would hold my hand. Peaceful, she'd say now. Now I'm alone, but with their memory. I take out a photo from my pocket. Old, worn. The three of us together. Happy days. I look, for a long time. Thank you, I whisper, for giving me those years. For those times we were happy. I'll never forget them. Suns setting. In the ocean, disappearing. In me. I'm standing there, alone, but no longer lost. Because I'm Alejandro Wyatt, 42 years old. Former soldier, former cop, former agent. Now just a man, trying to live with his past, hoping for the future. The system collapsed. Justice was served. Revenge was taken. But most importantly, I'm alive and living every day, every moment. For Esther and Sarah, their love is with me, always. And that's enough. Walking back from the beach, I saw a child, little girl, Sarah's age, playing in the sand. Her mother beside her. They were laughing, and in that moment, I understood. Life goes on, despite the pain, despite the losses, and maybe I can go on too.